come to sit on our mats. Sitting up tall, eyes closed, hands either palms down or palms up on the legs. Take a second to just breathe here, feel how your breath is now without moving it. And we'll just take a second to set an intention. So since the quarantine, I've really been focusing on the day that's in front of me, not worrying about the future, because obviously we all know that there is absolutely no reason to worry about the future because no one knows what's going to happen right now. So just like really reminded me of this idea that like all we have is what we're doing in the moment today, here and now. So just try to bring that into practice. When we're doing postures, try not to let your mind jump ahead to what's going to come next or what we did before. So just really try to stay in the moment of this day and what we're doing in each posture, right down to each breath. We'll take a few deep breaths here. On the inhale, try to expand the belly out. And exhale, belly comes in. Inhale, belly out. Exhale. So keeping the eyes closed, continuing with our deep breaths. Just gonna roll the spine in circles, puffing the chest out forward, and kind of rounding into the back as we move backwards. Doing small circles with the spine. And then we'll go the other way. And coming to center, you can open your eyes. And we're going to inhale, the arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, right hand plants on the mat. Left arm reaches up. And exhale, left arm dips to the right side. Try to keep the shoulder away from the ear. Inhale one more time here. Exhale, deepen. And inhale, reach to center. Exhale, left hand plants to the left side of the mat. And right arm reaches up and over to the left side. Again, shoulders away from the ear. Chest is shining forward. One more inhale here. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, both arms reach up to the sky. And exhale, we're gonna twist, bring the right hand behind the back. Left palm is coming to the right knee. Inhale, extend up high. And exhale, twist. Trying to twist from our navel so your neck doesn't have to turn all the way around. The neck can be the last thing that comes around. Inhale here. Exhale, deepen. And inhale, coming back to center. Both arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, turning to the left. So right palm coming to the left knee. Left hand coming behind our spine. Inhale. Exhale, twist from the navel. Inhale one more time here. Exhale, twist. Inhale, both arms come up to the sky. Exhale, plant both hands behind you, shining the chest forward and up. And you can shift the weight into the fronts of the knees, lifting the hips up to the sky. Pressing down with the palms. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly lower the hips down. Inhale, arms reach to the sky. And exhale, slowly forward fold, walking the hands out on the mat in front of you. Try to keep both sits bones down on the mat. Forehead can come to the ground. Release through the neck. On our next inhale, slowly walk the hands up. And we'll take opposite cross, so just shake your legs out and then cross the legs the opposite way, probably the awkward way. Inhale, arms reach to the sky. Exhale, right hand plants on the mat. Left arm reaching to the right side, taking that lateral side stretch one more time. You can gaze up towards the sky, shoulder away from the ear. Then we'll inhale, come to center. Both arms reach up. Exhale, left side. So left arm coming to the mat, right arm reaching over to the left side, shoulder away from the ear again, and gaze can come up to the sky. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, take the twist. So right hand coming behind the spine, left palm coming to the top of the right knee. Inhale, both arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, left side. Twisting from the navel. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, plant the hands down on the mat behind you, pressing down into the hands and the knees, shifting the weight forward and lifting the hips up to the sky. Exhale, slowly lower the hips down. Inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, forward fold. Slowly walk the hands out in front of you, keeping both sits bones on the mat. On our next inhale, slowly walk the hands forward. Or sorry, walk the hands up, yeah. And we'll come into tabletop. So coming to tabletop, you want your wrists stacked directly underneath your shoulders, hips stacked directly over top of the kneecaps. And we'll just move into a few cat-cows here. So inhale, belly drops, chest reaches up to the sky. Cat pose, or wait, no, cow, I think. And exhale, round the spine. Curl chin to chest. Navel hugs in. Inhale, cat pose, or cow. Oh my god, I'm forgetting them. Exhale, Rounding through the spine. Inhale, drop the belly. Chest shines forward. Gaze can go slightly up, stretching through the front of the neck. And exhale, round through the spine. Really press down through the palms of your hands. Protract your shoulder blades. And then we'll just take a few dynamic movements here, so you can do little circles with your spine, moving kind of between cat and cow. You can do whatever feels good for your body right now. If you want to take some more cat or more cow, you can shift forward into the hands, shift back, warming up the wrists. And we'll come to center, to neutral. And we're gonna keep our hips where they are. We're gonna slowly walk our fingertips out in front of us, coming into puppy stretch. So your hips are gonna stay where they are, stacking over the kneecaps. Chest is gonna melt down to the mat. You can stay up on the fingertips, or you can come to the palms of the hands. Forehead or chin comes to the mat. Next inhale, slowly walk the hands back up to tabletop. And then on our next inhale, we're going to reach the right arm up to the sky. And then on the exhale, the right arm is going to come underneath the left shoulder. Outside of the right shoulder is going to come to the mat. Head comes to the mat as well. Left arm reaches up to the sky. If you'd like to, you can keep the arm where it is in the sky, or you can take the bind. Left arm coming to the outside of the right hip. Really press down through the right shoulder to help you twist. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Next inhale, left arm is going to come up to the sky if you're in the bind. And then left hand is going to plant on the mat, pressing down through the left hand to lift your right arm up off the mat. Right arm up to the sky, little counter twist. And exhale, right hand comes to the mat. Move to the other side. Inhale, left arm reaches up to the sky. Exhale, left arm goes through the right arm outside of the left shoulder, coming to the mat. Head coming to the mat as well. And inhale, right arm to the sky. And if you took the bind on the other side, take the bind on this side. Make sure your feet are engaged still. Tops of the feet pressing down into the mat. One more inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, right arm reaches up to the sky. Right arm plants to the mat, pressing down through the right hand. Left arm coming back up to the sky for a counter twist. And exhale, left hand plants down. So on our next, we're still on tabletop. We're gonna inhale, reach the right foot straight back. Bottom of the right foot pressing straight back, flexing through the foot. And then we'll inhale and lift our right arm forward. Inhale here. And then on our exhale, we're gonna curl. Left elbow is gonna come to meet the right kneecap. Tap, squeeze in. Inhale to extend, arm and leg out. Exhale, curl in, tap.
Left hand, right?
Left arm, right leg back. Curl. Inhale, extend. Left arm forward, right foot back. Exhale, curl one more time. Inhale, extend. And the left arm is going to come to the mat. Right leg stays lifted. Inhale. And then exhale, right foot is going to come to the mat on the outside, on the left-hand side of the mat. No, so behind you. Right foot is straight back, and then yeah, exactly. We good? Okay. So inhale, crown of the head reaches forward. And exhale, gaze over your left shoulder to look at the right foot. Trying to keep the hips level, so don't let the outside of the right hip drop. And inhale, come back through center, so right foot reaches back to the back of the mat. And then right knee comes to plant on the mat and tabletop again. Move to the left side, so left foot is going to extend straight back. Right hand is going to reach forward. Inhale, extended here. And exhale, curl the kneecap to tap the elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl. Inhale, extend one more time. Exhale, curl. Inhale, extend arm and leg out. Right hand comes to plant on the mat. Left leg stays lifted. Inhale, reach the crown of the head forward. And exhale, left foot comes to the outside of the right mat. Inhale here. And exhale, gaze over the right shoulder at your left foot. Trying to keep the hips lifted and level. Feeling the stretch in this side body of the left side. And inhale, come back to center. Left leg extends back and coming into tabletop. And curl the toes, press back into down dog. Hips reach high to the sky. Take a second here in down dog, walk out your right and left leg. Try to keep a slight bend in the knees so that the sits bones keep reaching up to the sky. It's not really about the heels down as much as it is about the sits bones reaching high. On our next inhale, we're going to rise to the balls of the feet. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, and step forward to the front of your mat. Try to keep the palms down as long as you can as you step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach up all the way to the sky. Come up to stand. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to high plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower slowly. Down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chest, belly comes to the mat, tops of the feet press. Inhale for cobra. Try no weight in the hands. Try to lift the fingertips up. Exhale, melt the chest to the mat. Curl the toes. Press up to high plank. And hips up and back to down dog. Take a few breaths here in down dog. And our next inhale, we're going to roll forward into a high plank position. Exhale, coming to the forearms, into forearm plank. So staying in our forearm plank here, we're going to not move the upper body. We're just going to lightly tap the knees to the mat. Inhale. Exhale, tap the knees. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, tap the knees. Inhale, straighten the legs. Try to keep the gaze forward. We're just moving through these knee taps. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to do 3 more. Inhale, tap. Exhale. Tap. 1 more, knee taps. Straighten the legs. And we're going to come up into a high plank. And exhale, forearm plank. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, low plank, low forearm plank. High up. Low. We'll take 3 more. High. Low. High. Low. And up to high plank. And exhale, down dog. Take a lion's breath here. So inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Okay, we're going to drop to the forearms, coming into a dolphin. So we're still in our down dog. Just forearms are on the ground. And we're going to do a little bit of dolphin chin taps. So inhale and exhale. You're going to look forward, keeping your forearms on the mat. Just try to tap your chin to the mat and press back, dolphin. Inhale, tap, exhale, press back. Tap the chin, exhale, press back. Inhale. Exhale, tap. Do one more. Now we'll meet in our dolphin pose. We're gonna inhale here, and we're gonna move through chaturanga to up dog. So from your dolphin, you're gonna press down into the palms, look forward, shift the weight forward, coming into chaturanga push-up. Inhale, exhale, high plank. Are we okay?
Do it again, quickly.
So you're from dolphin, you're gonna look forward, and you're gonna shift the weight into your hands, coming into chaturanga, and then pressing up to high plank.
Got it.
And then from high plank, press back, down dog. Inhale, shift forward into plank. And we're gonna exhale to the belly slowly for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chest comes to the mat. Coming up into Sphinx pose, so coming onto the forearms. Gripping with the hands on the mat, pulling your chest forward through your shoulder blades. Inhale one more time here. Exhale, slowly melt the chest to the mat. Coming into Cobra. So we'll take a few rounds of Cobra. Hands coming directly underneath the shoulders. Tops of the feet are pressing down. Inhale. Reach the chest up. Little to no weight in the hands, so just using the strength of the back body to lift you up. Exhale, melt the chest to the mat. If you want to go a little deeper, just bring your feet a little bit wider on the mat. So feet are about mat width distance. Hands slide slightly back to line up with the bra line or like the nipple line. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Keeping the chest shining forward, really pressing down through the pubic bone. You don't want the hips to lift up too far off the mat. And exhale, slowly melt the chest down. Feet coming back to about hip width distance apart on the mat. And we're gonna come up into locust pose. So hands coming down beside you, alongside the body. And then on our inhale, we're gonna lift the chest, the arms, and the legs up off the mat. Inhale, lift. Coming into a little flying locust pose. Hands are reaching backwards towards the back of the room. Pressing out through the legs and the fingers. And then we're gonna inhale, reach the arms forward. And exhale, cactus the arms, bringing the arms beside you. So we're kind of like a little swimming motion with the arms. Inhale, arms forward. Legs are still lifted. Exhale, cactus the arms, reach your arms back. Inhale, reach your arms forward. Engaging through the glutes. Exhale, cactus the arms, reaching the arms back. We'll take one more. Reach the arms forward. Exhale, cactus the arms back. Reach, lift everything up. A little bit higher. And exhale, chest comes down. Right cheek coming to the mat. Resting here. You can rock the hips side to side. Release the low back. And then switch the left cheek to the mat. And then our next inhale, we'll press back to child's pose. So you can take a wide-legged child's pose if you like, or the knees can be together. Arms out in front of you. Take one more inhale here. Exhale. We're going to inhale, shift the weight forward, coming into downward facing dog. Inhale, rise to the balls of the feet. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, walk, step, or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach all the way up. Exhale, hands come to the heart center. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, chest dives forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, walk, step, or hop back through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips up and back, down dog. Inhale, rise to the balls of the feet. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, walk, step, or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms reach all the way up. We'll do that one more time. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, walk, step, or hop back through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg reaches up towards the sky. Hips stay square. Exhale, open the hip, bend at the knee. Try to keep the shoulders square to the mat. Inhale, exhale. The next inhale, we're going to step the right leg to the front of the mat, through between the hands. Left arm is going to stay planted on the mat. Right arm reaches up to the sky for an easy twist. So our legs are in lunge position, back knees lifting up off the mat. Right arm up to the sky, gaze can come up to the right palm. Inhale. Exhale. And on our next inhale, we're going to roll to the outside edges of both feet, stepping back into side plank. So right foot comes to meet the left foot. We're in side plank here. top leg lifts up off of the left leg just for a second. Exhale, right foot steps onto the mat. Flip your dog into wild thing. Hips reaching up to the sky. Inhale. And exhale, coming back through. Side plank to high plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful. Inhale, exhale. On our next inhale, we're going to reach the left leg to the sky, keeping the hips square at first. Inhale here, and exhale, open the left hip, bending through the left knee. Shoulders are staying square to the mat. Inhale, reach the knee a little bit higher. And then on our next exhale, we're going to step the left foot between the hands at the top of the mat. Right hand stays planted on the mat. Left arm reaches up to the sky. Hips are sinking a little bit here, but we're pressing up through the back leg. Inhale. And on our exhale, we're going to roll to the outside edges of both feet. Left foot is going to step back to meet the right in side plank. Press down through the palm, lift the hips up to the sky. Our next inhale, we're going to float the top leg up off the right leg. And exhale, step behind you, flipping your dog into wild thing. Inhale here. And exhale slowly brings you back through side plank to high plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, and hips up and back to down dog. Take 3 more breaths here. On our next inhale, we're going to reach the right foot up to the sky. Exhale, right foot comes to the mat between the hands. Coming up into high crescent lunge, arms reach up to the sky. Hips sinking and melting down to the floor. Try to draw the right hip back and the left hip forward. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, hands come to heart center. And we're going to twist to the right, so the outside edge of the left arm is going to come to the right knee. Legs staying engaged. Lifting up through that back leg. Pressing down through the elbow. Twist through the chest. Inhale. Exhale helps you deepen the twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist. On your next inhale, gaze down. And we're going to windmill the arms up. Spinning the back foot, coming into warrior 2. Keeping the right knee bent. Sink a little bit further down into that right knee. Inhale here. Exhale, soften the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale, flip the right palm up to the sky and reverse your warrior. Left arm coming down. Back leg. Stretching out through the right side body. Inhale. Exhale. And our next inhale brings you up through warrior two. Straighten through the front leg. Coming into triangle pose. So right arm reaching forward as far as you can in space. And then right hand coming to the mat. Try to draw the inner thighs together as if you're squeezing your feet on the mat. Gaze goes up to the left hand. It's comfortable. Inhale. Exhale, gaze down. And on the inhale, using the abdomen, bringing you back up into warrior two. And then on our next, we're gonna inhale here. And then exhale. Inhale. On the next exhale, we're gonna shift the weight into the right leg, coming into half moon. So we're gonna shift the weight into the right leg. You can step the left foot forward a little bit first. Right hand coming to a block or to the mat. Reaching out through the bottom of the left foot and left arm coming up towards the sky into half moon. Try to really squeeze the outside edge of the left glute to help you lift that left leg a little bit higher. Inhale. Exhale, hands come to the mat, come into standing split with the left leg lifted. So it can kind of be like a warrior two with the hands down. You don't have to worry about the left leg coming up as high to the sky. Just try to keep the hips square to the mat. Inhale here. Exhale. And we're going to inhale, keep the left hand on the mat, coming into revolved crescent moon. So the hips are square to the mat, right arm reaches up. Keep the gaze down at the floor. And really try to focus on lifting that left leg up a little bit higher in space. Inhale. Exhale, right hand comes to the mat. Stepping back to high lunge, hands on the mat. And then we're going to press down through our palms, lift the right foot up and back to downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale out the mouth. Just feeling the difference in your right and left side. Taking a second here to remember our intention, so not letting the mind race forward into what we're about to do or what we did just now. Just live here in your down dog. And on our next inhale, we're going to reach the left leg up to the sky. Exhale, left foot comes between the hands, top of the mat. Inhale, coming up into crescent lunge, arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, sinking our hips, pulling our left hip back and right hip forward. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Twisting to the left, so the outside of the right arm is coming to hook on the left leg. Using the leverage with your right elbow on your left leg to press down and let the chest spiral up and forward. And keeping the back leg engaged and lifted, press up through the back knee. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, look down. And windmill the arms up into warrior two. So bending through the left leg, pressing through the outside edge of our right foot, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Inhale, flip the left palm up to the sky, reverse your warrior. On your next inhale, coming back to warrior two. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Reaching out over our front leg with our left fingertips as far as we can. And left fingertips come to your shin, the block, or the mat. Chest spiraling open to the right side. Gaze can come up to your right hand. To triangle pose. We okay?
That's the best thing in the shower.
What? Inhale, gaze down. Exhale, using your belly and your core, lift you up into warrior two. And then on your next exhale, we're going to shift the weight forward into the left leg. Step the right foot in a little bit. Coming into half moon, left hand coming to a block or to the mat. Chest is spiraling open. We're using that glute of the right glute to lift the right leg up a little bit higher. We're flexing through the foot. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale one more time. Exhale, right hand comes to the mat, coming into a standing split. So, standing split slash warrior two with the arms down variation. So we're trying to keep the hips square as possible. So you can bring your hand to the low back to just feel if your low back is flat. Try to keep the hips square. So we'll inhale, keep the right hand on the mat, left arm reaching up to the sky, keeping our gaze down, coming into a revolved half moon. Hips are square. Inhale. Exhale. And we're going to inhale, bring both hands to the mat, step the right foot back, keeping the palms down, pressing down through the palms, lifting the left foot up and back to downward facing dog. Take a vinyasa here to kind of flush all that out if you like. So shifting forward into high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, hips up and back, down dog. So just come down to the knees into a little child's pose. Just take a second here. Inhale, shift forward into tabletop. Curl the toes, press the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Just here for a second. And then we're going to walk the feet to the middle of the mat. Coming into Malasana squat. So feet are about a little bit wider than hip distance. Toes are pointing slightly outwards. And we're going to sit the hips down, coming into our Malasana squat. You can take the elbows to the inside of the knees. Try to keep the chest tall and proud. So you want to lengthen through the low back here. So we don't want to be rounding. Try to keep the chest up. You can press down into the feet to lift your butt just a little bit higher away from the mat. So engage in the inner thighs. So we're not just like sinking into the squat. We're really keeping it lifted and engaged, more active. Inhale. Exhale. And if you want to just stay here in Malasana, you can just stay here, or we can do crow pose. So if we're going to do crow, hands are going to come to plant on the mat. You can step your feet back a little bit. Toes can come to touch in the middle of the mat. We're going to shift the weight forward into our hands, bending at the elbows, finding a little shelf for the knees to sit on the backs of the elbows, right around the triceps. So just going to find a little shelf. You can lift one foot at a time, or we can lift both feet. Really engaging through the core, protracting through the shoulder blades. Gazes slightly in front of you. Inhale and exhale. Feet coming to the mat. And we'll just come into child's pose, come into a wide-legged forward fold from here, so you can shift to the side. Feet coming wider than hip distance. Hands coming to the mat. Doing a little halfway lift here, so lengthen through the spine. Inhale. And exhale, melt the chest forward without rounding through the spine. So, want to keep the spine as long as possible as we fold forward. Elbows can be bent. You can grab opposite ankles if it feels good for you. And we'll just shift both hands over to the right foot. So both hands coming to the right ankle, stretching through the right side. Slowly inhale, walk the hands to center. And exhale, bringing the hands to the left ankle. Slowly walk the hands back to center. And then from here, we're going to come into a headstand. So if you guys do tripod headstand, you can do tripod headstand. Or I'm going to do basket headstand. So hands are going to come to interlace on the mat. Forearms coming to press, making a little basket with your hands. Top of the head comes to the mat. Shift the weight forward, pressing down through your forearms, and either lifting one leg at a time, keeping the knee bent, or lifting both legs. Really pressing down through the forearms and the shoulders to lift up. Front ribs are knitting in, spine is straight and long. Pressing up through the balls of your feet. Breathing. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lower down. Coming down into child's pose. Forehead on the mat. Arms coming alongside you. And just releasing through the back body. On our next inhale, slowly walk the hands up, coming up, sitting on the heels. And we're gonna shift the weight to whichever side, bringing the legs out in front of you, and slowly lowering down onto our backs. And we're gonna come into shoulder stand. So the bottoms of the feet can come to the mat to start. And we're gonna lift the legs up to the sky. Shift the hips up. Hands are gonna come to the low back. Bring your legs through plow to start. So legs come overhead to start. And slowly walking the shoulders in, bringing the palms of the hand to the mid-back, walking the hands as far up the back as possible, and lifting the legs up to the sky. So try to find a position where you can just be still here for a second. Leaving a little space between your chest and your chin. Take 2 more breaths here. On our next exhale, we're going to slowly lower the feet overhead, coming into plow. So the toes are going to come overhead. Either they reach the mat, or if they don't, you can bend the knees a little bit, if that helps, to have the feet reach the mat. And then we're going to bring our hands to our low back and slowly roll down to the mat, 1 vertebrae at a time. Try to move as slow as possible. Low back, last thing to come to the mat. And we're going to bring our bottoms of our feet, setting up for bridge pose. So we're going to make sure we can graze the backs of the heels with the fingertips. Feet are hip distance apart. And for this bridge, we're just going to keep the elbows on the ground. Hands are going to reach up to the sky. And we're going to press down through the backs of our arms and our elbows and our feet to lift the hips up. Using the strength of the legs, lifting the hips up to the sky. Again, leaving a little space for between the chin and the chest. So we're not squishing in. Inhale, lift the hips a little bit higher. Exhale, slowly roll down. 1 vertebrae at a time, low back coming last. Take a second here. Inhale and exhale. And we'll take 1 more round of bridge pose. So for this next one, you can either keep the hands how we did last time, or you can press down through the bottoms of the feet, lift the hips up to the sky. Hands come to interlace underneath our butts, pressing down with the whole back of the arm into the mat to lift the hips higher. Inhale, exhale. Inhale 1 more time, and exhale, slowly lower down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Knees can knock in. And we can windshield wiper the knees back and forth, side to side, release the low back. And then legs are gonna reach out long in front of us, long on the mat. And we're gonna bring palms down, arms come to the underneath our bodies. So shift the weight back and forth to get your arms underneath your butt, so you're kind of sitting on your wrists, palms down on the mat. We're gonna come into fish pose. So flex the feet, look at your toes, and your inhale, and exhale, press down through the forearms to lift your chest up and forward. So we're looking at our toes, and if it's comfortable for you, chest can reach up to the sky, neck can fall back, gazing backwards. Stretching through the front of the throat. Pressing down through the forearms, keeping the chest lifted. Inhale. Exhale, look at your toes first, and then slowly lower down. Bring the arms out from underneath. We'll bring the knees into chest. Hug the knees in. Slowly rock and roll forward, coming up to a seat. We're going to come into a seated forward fold. So legs out long in front of you. Feet are flexed towards toes towards your face. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, keeping the spine long to start. So try not to round through the back just for the beginning. So try to keep the spine as long as possible. Chest shines forward. Inhale. Exhale, fold. You can round through the back if it's a little bit, if it feels comfortable. Forehead coming to the knees or towards the knees. Either hands on the mat alongside your feet or grabbing the bottoms of the feet. Inhale, exhale, deepen. And our next inhale, slowly walk the hands up. Arms reach up to the sky. And exhale, hands come down alongside us. We're going to bring the right foot in, and the right foot's going to come to the outside edge of the left leg. Bottom of the foot planting down on the mat. And if it's comfortable for you, you can bend the left knee, bringing the left foot up beside the right glute. Or if not, we can just keep the legs straight out in front of us. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, twisting towards the right, so the right arm is going to come as close to your spine as possible. And the left, outside edge of the left elbow is going to come to the outside edge of the right knee. So inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, twist. So same thing as the first twist that we did. We're trying to twist from the navel first. So the neck can be the last thing that comes around. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale here. Exhale, deepen. And on our next inhale, coming through center, taking a little counter twist. So just the hands coming to the left. And then we'll shake both legs out, coming to the left side. So left knee is going to bend. The sole of the left foot is going to come to the outside edge of the right leg. Either keeping the right leg straight or right leg bends. Inhale, sitting up tall, arms reach up. Exhale, twist. Left hand plants behind the spine. So it's like an extension of your spine. So you want to keep it, helps you sit up tall and straight in the spine. Exhale, right elbow comes to the outside of the left knee. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen the spine up through the crown of the head. And exhale, twist from the navel. One more inhale here. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come through center. Taking the counter twist. And exhale, legs reach out in front of us. Shake the legs out. And we'll just bring the soles of the feet on the mat. Coming up, sitting up tall, soles of the feet on the mat, reaching the hands forward. Then we're gonna slowly lower down, one vertebrae at a time, as slow as possible. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs stretch out, arms come alongside you. And we'll just take a happy baby here, bending the knees, bringing them in towards the chest. You can either grab the big toes with the peace fingers or grab the outside edges of the feet. And soles of the feet reach up to the sky. Knees are bending and melting towards the floor. We can rock and roll here in our happy baby. Rock side to side. You can extend the left leg straight, keeping the right knee bent. Left leg out to the left side. And then coming back through center. Right leg stretches out. Coming back into our happy baby. And on your next exhale, legs reach out long, coming into Shavasana. Woo, Shavasana. So arms, palms facing up. If you feel open, if you want your palms to go down to the mat, if you want to feel more grounded in your Shavasana. Just taking up as much space as you can here. Coming back to our intention from the beginning of class. Just being here in this moment, enjoying your Shavasana. Not letting your mind jump forward into what you're gonna do next or what the rest of the day holds. Slowly coming back to the breath, wiggling through your, sorry? Wiggling through the toes and the fingers. And slowly making your way up through to seated. If you want to roll to the outside of your right leg and right arm, moving through fetus pose. Or you can just rock and roll forward. Coming up to sit on our mats, tall, how we started, legs crossed. Closing the eyes. Hands come to heart center. Taking a second to thank yourself for making it to your mat. Namaste.